Hi there, this is Kaushik Ranchod, immigration lawyer. I've been practicing for over 23 years. What we're going to be talking about today are just going over your Q&As. We already have one here. I filed for my husband and he got a 10-year bar yesterday. I'm desperate. What can I do now? Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm assuming you filed for a marriage-based green card. There's a couple of options available to you. One is filing for I-601A waiver. If he's in the United States, if he's outside the United States, the I-601 waiver. If you're in the military parole in place might be available. If a petition was filed in April 30th, 2001, approximately, then you might be eligible for 245I as well. So those are some different options. There might also be eligible for a U visa. So all hope is not lost. And I'm sorry that you found that out now. We're here to help you. You can call us at 916-613-3553, and we'd be happy to navigate and discuss these different options I gave you in further detail. I got my U visa. How can I file for my green card now? Congratulations on getting your U visa. We actually have an update for you. A lot of people have been asking about U visa processing times. Our most recent one that got approved was in the beginning of 2017. So things are moving ahead. After 3 years of continuous residence in the United States, you can apply for a U visa green card. It's very important that you do so. So make sure you do continue with that U visa green card process, but that's fantastic news. So happy to hear that. The process is a very, very long one. Probably will get longer with Trump. Out of status, you have a pending 612, and you have approved I-130, married to U.S. citizens, so are you at a risk for deportation? So for those of you who don't know, the 612 form is the hardship waiver application form. One of them with USCIS, there's also the Department of State application that needs to be filed, the DS-3035. That's great news that you got I-130 filed. We are in Trump time, so yes, you are at risk of deportation. We're waiting to see, how this plays out. The good news is you are married to a U.S. citizen, so you could fight your case in court if it comes to it in removal proceedings. So hope that you will get your waiver approved soon, and that will not be the case. Did the J-1 waiver process change? The J-1 waiver process is the same. I don't see it changing. Of course, I can't predict what Trump's going to do. First of all, there's a number of different types of J-1 waivers. So I'm going to talk about the exceptional hardship waiver. That hasn't changed. We expect processing times to get longer. We expect more requests for evidence. No objection waiver, that hasn't changed. But if you've been watching my live cast, and if you have not, go back and watch some of the videos because the skills list has been updated. So some of you who are only subject because of the skills list may no longer be subject. So that's been a positive change. Again, a positive change. Not everything out there is negative. Persecution waiver hasn't changed. Last time during the Trump administration, we did not see the J-1 waiver change. We did see that there's a higher level of scrutiny and more requests for evidence, but overall, not a change. There's still a number of countries that are on the list. So for instance, Honduras is still on the list. There's a lot of countries still on the list, but there's a lot of them that were taken off. So India is not on the list. You have to look at that list. So if you're still subject there, then you're gonna need a no objection waiver, and you can reach out to us at 916-613-3553. We can help you with that. If you are subject to government funding, it doesn't matter who's on the list because you're going to still need a waiver. And one way you can tell is by looking at your DS-2019 form. Look at that bottom left-hand side. It will indicate why you were subject. You probably have an idea and know why you were subject as well. So there's typically, some of the main reasons are: 1, you're a doctor in a residency program, ECFMG sponsor. 2, you were on the skills list. And what the skills list basically means is when you're on the J-1 program, you're coming here initially to learn some skills and take them back to your home country. That's the initial idea of the J-1 program when you're on the skills list. So when the skills list was updated, it's now it's saying, well, now you don't need to bring those skills back. But if you're on the skills list, then you have to get a waiver because you made that commitment that you were going to take those skills back. When there's government funding, so we do a lot of exceptional hardship waivers where there's government funding either from the country or from the US government. All right, I want to thank everyone for attending, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.